Hey everybody, I'm just making sure. I believe I have posted everywhere that is necessary for me to post. Yeah, we're going to do a stream today. I don't know if I'm going to have time on Wednesday this week, which is my normal. You know what? I realize this microphone is really low. Hold on, let me move this. Let me move my microphone up a bit so it's a little bit closer to me. There we go. Hopefully that's better. Yeah, so I don't know if I'm going to have time to stream on Wednesday. Stream today is probably going to be about an hour, maybe a little less because I'm waiting for a plumber to get here because I attempted to fix something myself and got to a certain point and something, the thing I was using to try to clean out the shower drain got stuck on something and I can't get it out. And that's the point where I said, okay, you have now crossed the threshold of trying to do something yourself and getting to a point where you don't know how to get out of what you've done. I don't have a problem, generally, trying to do something myself, but I also don't sit there and pretend that I know how to get out of every situation. So when I get stuck with something like I said today, where the thing that the little handheld snake that I was attempting to use got stuck in the drain, I said, okay, that's it. Once you get something stuck somewhere, it's time to stop before you break something. Hopefully, whatever I've done, the person who's going to be showing up will be able to figure out how to undo. I have a feeling it's just something easy, but since I don't really know whatever, then I don't want to screw around too much. That's kind of my thing, is I will attempt to do something myself if I feel that I have an understanding of what I'm doing. But if I run into a problem, that's the point at which I say stop. Stop and call somebody who knows what they're doing instead of taking a risk of doing any real type of damage. So that's where we are. So if that person, if I get a text from I don't think the plumber will be here right at, 1 p.m. my time. But sometimes they actually run ahead. In fact, around here, I've had pretty good luck where sometimes the people who come to work on things will show up early. So if there's one of two people, we also have somebody coming that's doing the normal kind of spraying for spiders, insects, and general that type of thing. So a couple of people showing up today. Depending on when they show up, that person also typically doesn't show up until a little later in the day. So, but knowing my luck, as it's going so far today, I'm going to get a text or a call from one or the other within 20 minutes, at which case the stream will be ending prematurely. So just a fair warning that who knows what today's going to look like, but I figured, okay, you know what? Let me stream now, and because I could use a little bit of stress relief. Not that I'm all that worried about it. It's just one of those things where you sit there and go, okay, you try to do something yourself, because I don't like to be one of those people. I don't like having to call somebody for everything. That's not great. I like to be able, for simple stuff. Obviously if some big thing happens, sure. I have no problem calling somebody when it's something major. But as far as I can tell, this is literally just, my wife and I both have long hair. Now, my long hair is with age deciding to leave, but it is still long. And even though we have a little thing in the drain to catch hair, there's still a bunch of hair that I know for a fact is going down that drain. In fact, I looked because I was curious when the last time we had to call somebody, and it was about a year ago that we had to call somebody out and it ended up being the shower drain. It was not the main line, which it had been for a long time, but we've been lucky with that so far. I shouldn't say that out loud, but we have been. So I thought, oh, okay, this is no big deal. This is just, here, let me start my little thing here. Do this. But I thought, oh, this is easy enough. Let me just pop the little, I don't know what the name for it is, but whatever that thing is that is in the shower, if you have one that lets you switch between a shower and a bath. It switches between the two things. I'm sure there's a plumber name for it. Whatever it is, I don't know what it is. But that little thing comes off, and that gives you access to the pipe. So I had this little handheld thing, and I kind of was running. I had a larger one, and I kind of put that one in there, and sure enough, some hair came out, and I figured that's what it was going to be. But it was kind of, that one seemed like it was a little big for the size of it, so I went to the smaller one, and I kind of got that in there, and I'm working it around, and then it just got stuck. And I went, okay, you know, that's the sign. Stop. When something gets stuck, you know, I mean, I pulled on it pretty hard, but then I'm like, okay, I doubt this thing can actually damage anything, but I don't know what I'm doing, therefore I need to stop. And so that's where things are. So I thought, okay, let me stream now because the plumber is supposed to be here relatively shortly. So I'm going back to this. This is the, if you remember, this is the skull with the tentacles and the blob hat. And the more I looked at it, I want to do a version of it that does not, I mean, the blob hat is still there. I did not get rid of it. So it is actually still here. There's the blob, and here is the blob color work. I mean, obviously this is, you know what I should do is put this over that. There we go. So that's what it looked like before. But I want to do a version without the blob involved, because I think that might look good on a shirt. Something like this might look good as a simple design for a shirt. So, yeah. So I basically just drew in the rest of the skull, kind of penciled it in really quick, and that's what I'm going to work on. Because that's also, if I have to stop this really quick, it's no big deal. I'll just come back to it. So, anyway, that's why I'm streaming now. I was going to stream in a little bit, but good chance that at least one person to work on stuff around the house will be here, if not two. So, figured I'll get my stuff in now on the off chance, because I don't think I'm going to have time to stream on Wednesday. So I don't want to just not stream at all. But yeah, oh boy. Interesting day so far. That's what I get. I tried to do something without having to call somebody. I did. But didn't work out that well for me. So let's see. Oh, wrong layer. What layer am I on? I think it's, which one is it? This one. We gotta do some lines. Actually, I can use the big brush for that. I can use this one and just knock it down to, wait, that's the eraser? Yeah, that's okay. Knock that down to say 3. Let's see. Yep, 3's the size. 3? Yes, 3. So we'll see. Yeah, I am gonna turn the bone color off so I can see there's the, yeah. So this way I have some, actually, let me do a new layer. New layer. So that I do have access to the underlying pencil drawings to just kind of, because that'll be the shadow. I do have to fix those other things. So like this stuff here's got to go. It's all cut off anyway. Where is that? Probably because the blob hat was there. Let me see where that is. I don't think it's that. No, it's not that. Let's see. Where is that? Why did I not? Why is that not in the bone line work? I must have accidentally not put it in there. Whoop, okay. There it is. Let's put that right there. There we go. Now we're in the right thing. Bone line work. Perfect. Okay, it's this one? Yes. So let's go ahead and erase that, because this is going to completely change now. I also have to fix that line there. Yeah, I don't need any of this. So let's take all this out. There we go. We need to fix the line down here, which is one of the newer lines. It's not that one. It's this one. Take this. Let's clean that up. Yeah. So I just can't believe that thing got stuck. I mean, I can't believe it because that's my luck. When I actually try to do something, that would happen. But I was just like, really? Okay. You know, I tried. And I just... I mean, whatever. It's what it is. Listen, it's not something life-threatening, and it's not something urgent. And the shower still works even with that thing stuck in there, so really, it's not a huge deal. It's just kind of one of those things where it was a matter of me going, okay, try this yourself, and of course the result was, oh, you screwed it up. So, whatever. Like I said, I'm not going to... I thought I would escape the yawn because it was a little earlier in the day. See, that's what tells me it's definitely not a tired thing. It's just something that happens now. Unfortunately, I just tend to yawn. Let me do that line shorter. Let's do more like that. Okay. And we will put some line. Not with that weird angled end, though. There we are. Just put some line work coming up here. And some line work coming up there. That'll end up intersecting with that cracked part. So like I said, if I suddenly say, oh, I gotta go, that means that somebody's getting here shortly. But I don't, I mean, It should be about 45 minutes from now, so I don't anticipate it being much earlier than that. I'll be fine if it is, but I don't have that expectation. Great if it is, not necessary if it's not. Yeah, so I use the tapered brush, but I didn't use it on the ones down there. That's interesting. Interesting. Well, I think I'm going to stick with the smaller, yeah, it's definitely the smaller brush. Probably something like that. Let's just check. Oh, not that small, though. Yeah, something like that, but what size? Probably 5? Yep, 5 looks right. Okay. So let me find that detail layer, which I think is here. That's it. Let's see. Oh, I just realized the color isn't right there. Oh, let me fix that, because that's just going to bug me. Where's that color? Right there. I put a little too much of the color bled. There we go. Probably just wasn't paying attention. All right. Let's see. I tell you. Where is that layer? It's just on it. There it is. Okay. So, yeah. Got the thing stuck in there. I can't believe it. I mean, it's just annoying to me. Because, like I said, the whole point was, the reason I did it in the first place was to avoid having to call a plumber. Not that it's, I mean, I don't mind calling a plumber, but I would like to be able to fix the stupid little stuff myself, It's like, I don't want to be, you never want to be completely dependent on somebody else. So, yeah, if there was a major leak or if some big backup had happened, I would have been faster, just because then I kind of know what that is. It's the main line. I don't know how to fix that. You need a professional, one of these snake things. I'm not going to buy a drain snake just to avoid calling a plumber. So that type of thing, I would have no hesitation. But I was like, oh, well, it just appears to be the shower. And, I mean, I could be wrong about that. Maybe it is the main line. So it's possible I'm wrong about that. That's me diagnosing it just based on what appears to be a lack of problems somewhere else. But that guy could pop the cap on that thing and say, oh no, your main line is backing up. This would have been everywhere in a couple of days. And that, by the way, something else we got lucky on. Normally, our plumbing problems tend to happen on the weekend. And they're usually on Sundays. That's just the way it's historically been. When it's typically harder to get somebody, sometimes they charge more, although we've been lucky we really haven't run into that problem. But still, it seems to happen late on a Sunday night. That has been the historical way this has happened. So I got lucky there, where the issue at least manifested itself on a weekday and the beginning of the week, but not on a Sunday. So it's not as bad. That's what I'm saying. I'm not really complaining. There's just kind of an irony to the fact that I tried to do it myself and it blew up in my face. It just makes me sit there and go, see? I tried to do it myself, and that just did not work out for me. But whatever. We used to have more plumbing problems. I believe the city has fixed something. That's what it seems like. We used to seem to have to call a plumber a couple of times, at least once a year, for the main line, and that hasn't happened in a while. So I know that the city was out looking and fixing some things on the street behind our house. So I wonder if there was something bigger going on that finally affected enough people that they had to come out and fix it, because the larger backup problem has not happened in a while. And we haven't changed anything here, really, because it was nothing that we were doing. It was just the way that the ground was kind of laid. So maybe they fixed something on the other end. Maybe somebody else was running into a problem. That would be nice. It'd be nice not to have that anymore. I'm not going to complain if that is in fact what happened. So it's possible. I don't know. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll just have to wait it out and see. But yeah, and the plumber we used to use apparently is just no longer in business or something. I don't know. They seem to have vanished. I mean, we always thought they did good work, so I don't know if something happened or what. I have no idea. That looks like it's a thinner line, doesn't it? It does. That looks like that is a thinner line than the one I'm using. So, probably is. I would imagine I backed down from it's probably a 3. I'm going to guess it's a 3. No, it's not a 3. It's a 4. It's an odd size. But that does look right. Unless I used a different brush. Hold on, let me see. It's not that. Let me try 5 on this. No, that's definitely not that brush. I wonder if it's 4. I mean, it could be. Some of the sizes in Procreate. Okay, it's 4. It's a 4. All right, that's... Well, that one looks truncated. It looks like that one got cut. So we're going to go ahead and take this one. Oh, am I on the wrong layer? I am on the wrong layer. So, which layer is? There it is. Let's go ahead and fix that. Looks like that line got cut. And that's probably because this was covered up by the blob hat before. I call it blob hat. I don't know what it is, but I call it blob hat. So let's go ahead and add another layer. We're getting close to layer count too, I think. But I'll check that. I think it's this. I think this is an 80 layer canvas. Although that 79 is probably not actually accurate. I don't think that's the actual true layer count because I've consolidated a few layers. So I suspect that's going off of just the last number count of the layer, but not the actual number of layers. I don't believe is anywhere near 80. In fact, I can check. Wait, go back. Where am I? Here we go. Let's take a quick look. In layers, yeah, I'm only using 70, so I have 11 layers. I'm safe. I mean, it's not a ton of room. I am definitely creeping towards the layer limit, but I know I can consolidate some more layers too. I don't need to have all these layers separated like this. So we'll look at that. Yeah, see these were, I'm sure. Oh, that's the layer underneath, right? Or is it above? Above. This is because I didn't have lines there. Let's go to 79. And let's start curving these lines up to join up with that. Oh, hey now. Yeah, so we'll see what we see. But I'm hoping it's relatively easy. The harder something is with a plumbing job, the more expensive it gets really, really quickly. Which is just the nature of the work. You kind of know that going. You know what? I don't like those lines. I don't like the way those lines are. So let's do this. Let's eliminate this line. Don't need that. And let's fix these because these are just not... Again, these were when there was the blob hat was kind of taking up this space. So I didn't need as many of these. But now that the blob hat is gone, sounds like a band name, doesn't it? Now, blob hat, opening up for Uncle Cracker. Yeah, that's better. We'll need to add some more lines in here too. Let's think about this. Well, I can do a lot more shading lines now because this is all opened up. So maybe what I'll do is let me jump to the pencil layer, which is here. Isn't it? Oh no, it's here. Turn the assist off. Don't need that. Let's go back to the sketch pencil. Let's grab this and let's see what we're gonna do. So we'll have this curve like that. We're gonna bring this up like that. That's gonna be a shading line. We'll do, actually, you know what? No, that's okay. That's good. That's good. We're good. Let's bring this one up like that. And we'll bring this, maybe not like that. Maybe I'll do it like this. Gives a little bit more of an interesting kind of curve to it. Yeah, something like that. We'll follow that. I don't think I'm going to put anything in the center. I think I'll put some lines coming like that. Have some lines coming like that. Yeah, and then we'll just have some accent lines in a few other places, but I think that's going to work. All right, let's jump back to 79. Yeah. Go back to black. Let's go back to the pencil, or a pen, I should say. That's that? Yes. All right, let's fill these in. So, yeah. Hopefully this is a relatively simple thing in terms of the actual... I mean, obviously it's like everything else, you know, everything looks like mysticism to a person who doesn't know what they're doing. So I'm sure to the plumber what's going on here will probably be very simple. I have a feeling it is, just because there's nothing else really going on. Of course, those are infamous last words, but we'll see. But like I said, you know, when you don't know what you're doing with something, the thing you jump to is, oh, this is something really bad, and a lot of times it isn't. Can be. I mean, me getting that thing stuck in there could be some huge problem. I really hope it isn't. I mean, honestly, if it is, let's just say, well, we never use the thing that switches from bathtub to shower. So if it can just stay in there, I mean, it'll look terrible. But as long as it's not going to affect the working of the actual thing, just say, all right, well, we'll just leave it. I don't care. At some point, we're going to have to replace that anyway. I mean, that shower is not permanent. We are going to have that replaced because we're redoing the bathroom at some point anyway, but it's not going to be today because we haven't finished all the other stuff that needs to happen. So if that thing needs to just stay in there for a while, then it's fine with me. Annoying, certainly, but not a huge deal. Again, it's just kind of incredible. But that's why I'm going to draw for a while now because I know how to do that, and that's not going to cause me any problems. Why not? It's a good way to kill the time until the people get here anyway. So, might as well just do it. Let's see. Okay, good. Let's round that one out a little bit. There we are. I'm going to ride the line on that one. Go ahead and take that one out. It's not really necessary anyway. Those are okay. How are we looking over here? Did all right on those. Don't have to erase anything there. So we got our shading lines in there. Let's do a larger accent line, which I think, what did I say, is 8 maybe? I don't know if 8's right. Oh, it is 8. Okay. Let's do an accent line right here. Okay, not like that though. Yep, there we are. Do a few more in this thing. I don't know if we're going to do anything more with that crack or not. I like the crack in the skull. I specifically like having that there, but I don't know if I need to do much more with it. Okay. I do need to do more tentacles, though, which was the tricky bit last time, but that's all right. I'll figure it out. All right, so let's go ahead and throw the bone color back up. Yeah, and we'll do some shading with that, too. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with the crack yet. I may just blacken it in. I may not even really do anything with it. I don't know that I need to. It might just work as is. Let's see. You know, kind of do something like that. You know, give the indication that there was a fracture. But I don't know that I really need to do much with it. I don't know that it's necessary. Not really. I mean, I can always come back to it. So if I just do the black fill for now, if I really feel like it's missing something or I need to put something in there. I mean, I could have some of the tentacles coming out of it, I guess. I don't know if that's really going to look good. But that, again, is something I can do later. For now, we'll just give it a fill so it doesn't look like an empty space. And we'll do that. That's simple enough for now. All right, so we need the darker skull color, which is this one. And that is which one? This one? No, it's this one. This one. Okay, so let's grab the paintbrush. There we are. And certainly we want that to come off of, well, do I want it to be darker? Let me think about this. Because I do have a darker color. That could be for the background. Yeah, maybe the background would be better darker. Whoa, jeez. Man, that noise scared the hell out of me. Hello, Action Codex. Give me a mild heart attack. Not your fault. I forgot this thing plays the sound when people are new follows. I knew what the noise was. I was expecting my computer to crash. I was like, oh, good. Now it's making a noise before it crashes. Well, at least that's something. It's giving me a sign. Anyway, welcome to the stream. Okay, so let's see what we want to do as far as that, because I want to preserve the eye socket color. I think what I'll do is I think I'm going to do something like this. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yep. That's what I'm going to do. So that is where? That's on the second level here. I mean, there's not really levels, but okay. Yeah, like that, and have that right. Is that how I did it before? Yeah, it is. Okay. So let's just, let's bring that nice curve down so it intersects with that line. There we go. I'm going to shave those lines sharper too. They're not going to stay like that. And what we'll do is we'll have this come up. I think I'll have this. Nah, I don't like that. I could tell right that was going wrong right from the beginning. We're gonna round this out a little more like that. There we are. Yeah, that's all right. That I'm all right with. That other thing I was doing, which I don't know what I was thinking there. Hold on, let me see. So that's coming up. That is coming up.
You've got mail, man.
Yeah. I don't think I care. I don't think that's the... Oh, that's the notification that I got a new follow. Thank you. I figured it out when the noise went off. Thank you, though. Automated whatever. Thank you, Twitch notification service. Something like that. Yeah, that's good. Maybe I'll make it follow a little bit more these lines. I'll fix that. It's not right, but that's okay. All right, yeah, that'll work. And then what we'll do is let's shave off. Which brush am I using? Okay. Let's make that really sharp. Like that, yeah. Okay. That's better. And let's switch to the ink brush. And let's just fill in just slightly. Just to make these lines a little bit better. Okay, we got those. And then we'll do the same thing over here where we'll just kind of round this off. Yeah, maybe I'll round it this way. Round it. There we go. Yep, better. Round that off. Let's bleed that so it's a little bit sharper on the line. Okay. Let's knock out the stuff where it's sticking out of the top. Just to clean that, and then I'll fill in the rest of that color. So that's this. Yes. Let's bring it back to a paintbrush and let me verify I'm on the right layer. Okay, good. Good. Just making sure. Let's fill in this stuff. There we are. And there's going to be more dark in there, so that's okay. And I saw what I did there, so I'll fix that too. Yeah, so where's that? That's the bleed out right there. Let's kill that. All right, let's go here and let's do that. Let's clean that up a bit so it goes right into that crack better. Let's do a nice clean version of this. Okay, I'm not going to worry so much. I mean, I can fill it in. This is going to be darker in a minute, so it really won't matter, but I'll fill it in anyway. Just in case, because it's not the worst idea just to have it filled. Because why not? It's not going to harm a thing when I put the darker layer on it. Tentacles, yeah, I'm going to do those. Okay, so now we've got our darker skull areas. Let me clean this one up a little bit. Let's clean this up. We're going to round that a little more. Bring it down. There we are. Clean that. Gotta fix that. Let's grab the old ink brush. Just level that out. There we go. Okay, that looks okay. That looks okay. So we're good on the color. Now we need a darker color, which will be this color here. And that's this. Yeah. Oh, that's actually... So I shouldn't have filled it in. That's fine. Okay. So basically, for a minute, I'm moving this up. Actually, I guess that really doesn't make a difference, does it? Oh, no, I have to move it up here. Yeah, that made a difference. That's okay. It's just temporary. Yeah. So I should not have filled this in, but that's okay. You know what? Hold on. Let me do it this way. There we are. Just because I'm going to have to erase it, but that's okay. It's not a big deal. That's just something that happens with these things. Yep, that's good. Yep. We'll keep that. That'll be the darker color that'll go in there. Do the same thing over here. Bring this around. Oh, come on. Bring that up. Seal that in. And we'll erase the other color in a second. Put this behind it. Not a big deal. I should have guessed that was going to happen. But that's not a problem. It just means I have to do a little bit of finishing work. But that's fine. Yeah, I think that color works better. That's fine. All right, so now what I need to do is... Oh, I didn't realize I hadn't filled that in. Wait a minute. How does that work? That's wrong. This color is wrong. Get that out of here. Okay. Yeah. So now what I need to do is I have to erase here. Okay. So we'll do this. This is the tricky bit right there. That's the tricky bit. I mean, it really isn't. And I'll show you what I mean in a second. It's not a big deal. It just probably means I have to tweak a little bit more again. But honestly, just to keep this lined up. Oof, well, not like that. That's a bad line. Hold on. There we are. Okay, so now what I got to do is max that out. And now I'm moving this back down to where it was, which was here. And wait, did I erase? Hold on a second. Did I erase the wrong thing? Hold on. No, I didn't. Wait, did I erase the wrong thing? No. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay, no, I see what I did. Let's try that. There we go. Okay. Got lost in my own layers for a minute, but I'm fine. We're good. All right, let's do this, and this, and this. And, oh, I missed a little piece of this one, I guess. Yep, I did. A little shard of that. Okay, there we go. That's good. Nope, we're good there. So that's the dark parts. Dark parts are done. Let's do some more accent lines, because those are fun. What layer is that? 79. There it is. Let's switch back to black. Let's switch back to, I believe, this pen. Nope, it's not that pen. No, it might have been. Hold on. Yeah, it was that pen. It's this pen. Nope, I'm sorry. This pen. And I just have to back it down to what I say, 4. Let's back it down. Oh, 4, I think. Yep, 4's right. Okay, so we're on 79. Let's just do some accent lines here. Just generalized ones to... You know what? I could probably do something around here where I kind of just show that this is a creased break. Probably not really necessary to do any of this, but I'm going to do it anyway. Just because why not? You know what? Should I? Nah, it's fine. That's fine. These lines that I'm doing right now don't necessarily actually make any physical sense, but I don't care. All those things, they don't have to make sense. Not everything has to make sense. Like a David Lynch film, it doesn't all have to make sense. It's more of the experience. It's more of the experience of the skull as opposed to actually making the skull make any sense. I'm not doing a still life. I have to keep reminding myself I don't do still lives. Still lives? Still lifes? How do you say that? I'm not a still life artist. There, that's how I'll say it. That avoids the problem of my terrible grammar. I'm not in the business of, no, I don't like those, of making still life images, still life pictures, still life artwork. There we go. So it's fine if it doesn't necessarily all go together. These are just little kind of imperfection. Not that one. That one looked like a weird eyebrow. Okay, that one looked worse. We'll just leave that one off, shall we? God. Okay, they're getting worse. There, that's better. Just lines that indicate some features. I mean, I could leave it blank. That would let me put a logo or something there, but that's not really what the point of this drawing is. All right, now. Okay, now. Let's go ahead and merge these. So there we go. Now we're back to the tentacles. Okay. Here we are. So, new layer. I know I need a taper brush and I need to make it, I'm pretty sure, big. I don't think this is going to be large enough. No. I think I made this thing pretty big. God, I must have maxed it. Yeah, that's the max size. Okay. Okay. Here's the trick. Having these not look terrible. That looks terrible. See, it's the curve. The curve is the trick. If you can get the curve right, you're set. Those two other tentacles are going to have to go, or I'm going to have to form something around them. Well, maybe I can do that. Let me see. If I do this, I can leave that one there. Okay, that's not bad. And if I can do something like that, oof, well, not that though. Ugh, God, it's just not. I wish it would just. There's got to be a way to make a pen where you just start with the same pressure end and then it just does a gradual taper the whole way. There's got to be a way. I just don't know enough about how to make brushes yet. See, because see that blob in the center? I don't, right before the tail end. That's what I'd like to avoid, but I can't figure it out. Except for you try to do this really quick whip on the end, and okay, that one came out all right. That one came out all right. They usually don't come out that well. That's the trick, is you have to do this really smooth whipping action, which I'm sure there are people who can do it great. I'm not one of them. But I'm going to try it on this other one too. I want to see if I can get this one better. So let me erase what's there. Get out of there. Okay, I think that's all of that. Yeah, let's see if I can do this better. Nope, angled. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like it. All right. Okay, I can live with that. That's not terrible. It's not fantastic, but it's not terrible. And this is the taper pen maxed out, so this is as big as this can get. I would like to make it bigger, but let's put it this way. Right now, let's focus on getting the stuff we got to get in first, and then I can worry about the other things. So let's do another one that you'll barely even see. Actually, let's curve it that way. Ooh, that's a good one. Keep that one. And let's curve that. No, see, bad curve. I don't know if I want to have it coming out of the crack either. You know what? Let me try this. Yeah. I want more motion to it than that. But not like that. Not like that. Nope, not like that either. Because you can't go. It doesn't work the other way. Yeah. Well. No, you know what? I don't want it that high up. I think I want to do smaller ones now. I think that's okay. It's a little unbalanced because there's not a corresponding large one on the other side. But honestly, I don't know that really matters. I think I'm doing that to myself. I don't think it's really necessary. So let's try like a 30. What does a 30 look like? Just out of curiosity. Okay, that's a smaller one. Oh, that's as small as that is, huh? Okay. Let's go to 35. Let's see what 35 looks like. Okay, I can do smaller ones, but we'll do those on their own. Oh, let's merge that down. It should be its own layer. Let's do those on their own layer. Stuff like that. Or not like that, though. Okay, that one's all right. That's all right. That one feels like that should... feels like that needs more of a body to it, doesn't it? That tentacle seems to be coming out of nowhere. Which I don't love. Where is that one? Where is it? Is it this one? Yeah, I'm just going to give this one basically a synthetic body. This is a different thing, but that's okay. Nobody's going to... See, now that looks right. That looks how it should look for that one that's on the side. Looks like it should have something coming off so that there's more of a flow to that one. Oh, that one too looks really empty. Is that the same layer? Probably is. No, it's this one. Okay. So, all right. Yeah, see, I feel like it looks very unfinished. Let's go to full. Yeah, I mean, that's better. Okay, not that. Oof. Okay, that's really large. Let's go to 80 maybe. This is I'm threading a very specific needle here. I want it to look like it's angling to there. All right, that's good. That'll do it. I mean, that's, I have to put in the masking lines too, but that's okay. I can do that. That's not an issue. So now let's back down again to, what was I on? 30, I think? 35? 35, maybe. Okay. All right, we're still good on time. Still good on time. Let's, I just want to put a couple more accent tentacles around. Accent tentacles. It's hysterical. Oh, maybe not there. Maybe I'll just have them coming off like that. Not like that, though. Ugh, man. All right, that's not bad. That's not bad. So maybe... It's a little too high, but I kind of like the arc. Okay, there we go. Got it. That'll work. And then I'm just looking for like dead space. You never want to have too much dead space in between. Okay, so I think I need one more kind of in here. It can be a really small one. Like that. That's fine. That's doesn't need to be immense. Just needs to feel like there's more going on to it. There. Okay. That's pretty crowded on that side. So I think that's it. I think I got it. I think that's as much as I need. All right, let's go ahead and we'll just erase out the spots that we don't need. I know I'm not using the mask. I probably should be. I can see the colors missing there too, but I'll get to that. But you know what? I don't think I need one. I think I'm okay here. I am going to have to mask the... oh, that goes further. I am going to have to mask the tentacle lines or whatever, those sharp edges. Those will get masked because that's how I did it. And that allows it to be transparent. Okay, so now let's go to the big ones. And we'll go ahead and just chop the big ones out of the skull itself. Okay. Yeah, I think this is going to look better. I think I'm going to like this more on a shirt than I would have with the... You know what? Should I have that curling over? It's not the worst idea. Even though I really didn't do that anywhere else. Everywhere else, the tentacles are behind the skull. But maybe that's a bad thing. Let me see something. Yeah, that's okay. I'm going to cover... See, that's just a fake... That's a fake transition line. Let me see something, because I do like it that it's curling around it, so maybe there is a way. Oh, oops. No, max out. This is going to be tricky, because I basically have to... Okay, wait a minute. I have to have it come up and around. Ugh, man, how am I going to do that? I don't know that that's going to work. Or maybe, well, wait. Maybe I can do it where it does that. All right, that's not bad if I can get it right, so I can cover that little area up. It didn't come into the skull though. See, what I wanted to do was wind like that. Let me try this. Almost. I mean, I'm kind of getting close to what I'm looking for, but that arc is just—it's got to be right, or I'm gonna hate it. Oh, you know what? That's it. I got it. That's close enough. I can live with that. So see, whoa, man. Okay, back that down. I appreciate a nice big eraser, but man, that was a little too much. Yeah, see, so that's good. That's all right. I can dig that. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, the intersecting lines are going to be interesting. I got to figure that part out, but I'll figure that part out. But that's pretty good. I think the balance on the tentacles is okay on there. I like it. We're going to have to introduce a mask there, and we're going to have to introduce a mask there, each which uses... Oof, we're close to the layer mark now. Let's see. What are we at? 72 of 88. Okay, not bad. We're still all right. Those are fine. Where are the other ones? I got to add a mask to this. I got to add a small taper mask. See, I don't know what size I used here, so I'm going to guess 15. I don't really know. Let's see. That might be right. That might actually be right. No, relatively. Okay. See, this is tricky. So I got to do that just right. See there. Okay. No, it's not bad. Yeah, that's pretty close. I mean, it may not have been exactly 15, but it's believable. Let's put it that way. It's believable enough. Okay. And this is going to be a little tricky. Those are really uneven. That makes me think this was actually smaller. It's making me wonder if it was like a 10. Let's see. Well, it might have been 10. Because that looks right. That looks like those. So that may have actually been a 10. The other one's fine. I don't have to go back and redo it. And what I do need to do, though, is on this, I need to grab this. And this needs to be, make sure it's the right pen. This needs to be bigger. That does not look right. That looks right. If I fill that in, that will accomplish the illusion that was always a thicker. See how it tapers? That's fine. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it has to look somewhat right. I mean, it can't look just completely off. I'm going to do the same thing here. This should have been like that. It's all right. It's hard to do it with. It's hard to do this stuff after the fact. I mean, I'm basically creating something that wasn't there. So that's just a byproduct of how I'm doing this. Okay, so where are we? Okay, let's go to the mask. Let's go back to that taper pen. And let's start doing little. I gotta be so easygoing with this to make it look right. I mean, I'm not good at this. You know? Yeah, I think I gotta go further in. Not that far, though. Oh, give me a second. That could be somebody calling. 1 minute. Okay, whoever that was, I didn't even see the number come up. They hung up so quickly, so I don't know if that was one of the people that's going to be showing up or not. So that phone may ring again in a second. That's often the case if somebody's never called before that's coming to do work. I will not be shocked if that phone rings again momentarily. You don't have to hear me talking. But I will need to answer it in case it is somebody saying, how do I get to where you are? I mean, I'm almost at an hour anyway. That's what I was planning to be at. So, yeah. Let's go backwards. I don't know. These are tricky. Because, I mean, like I said, I got to figure out how to make... Those are all uneven. Those are no good at all. I've got to figure out how to make a taper brush the way I want to use it. I know there's a way to do it. There's got to be. Because people make some wild brushes. I've seen them. So I know there's a way to make it. I just have to figure out how to do it. Because, see, it's not even. The bottom is too fat, is going back in. And I want it to be a smooth, kind of curved taper, and it's not. It's fine for now because I don't have a better option. So I'm using what's available to me. It's fine. But it's definitely not ideal. So I've got to figure out how to make one because this is the built-in one. And while it's... What I want to be able to do, just so you have an idea, is I just want to be able to draw a line like this and have it just smooth taper top to bottom. And then I could get better curves and angles and all the rest of it. Right now I'm not getting that. I don't have the control. I'm not getting the result I want. See? Because it shouldn't be this difficult to make a line. I shouldn't have to do this 8 times. So... See, that's kind of what I want, is that just to be the brush right there, but that's not what it is. So I've got to figure out how to make one of those. This is fine for now. Like I said, I don't have anything else, so I'm going to use what I got. But it's not ideal. Okay. Like I'm getting lucky with most of these. I'm not really doing this. I'm going to have to redo a bunch of them because some of them just don't come out. And there's really no rhyme or reason to it. It's not a pressure thing. I tried that. I can't quite work out why some of them don't work the way they should. See, it should not be... It's just not quite going the way it should. I mean, there's not a consistency to it. If there was, I could get a rhythm to it and I could figure it out, but there really isn't. It's just kind of hit or miss. So, yeah. Let's see. You know what? I can feel myself getting a little frustrated with the masking pen. And since I have a feeling I'm going to get a call anyway from somebody who's probably going to be coming here to do work, I think this is a good point. Oh, and my thing just crashed. So, you know what? I'll take that as a sign. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to wrap up the stream here. I may do a stream on Wednesday, but I doubt it. If it works out, I will do it. But in any event, this is still a good stream. Good amount of time. Got some stuff done on redoing the tentacle skull or whatever I'm calling it. I think I called it the blob hat skull last time. Well, it's not really that anymore because the blob hat is missing, so I can't really call it that anymore. But in any event, hopefully you don't have to call any workmen for anything today. That will be my wish to the audience. I hope you don't have to have anybody come and do any work in your home. have a trouble-free day. Like I said, I'm not complaining too much, but yeah, I'm going to bring the stream to a close now because I'm getting close to when people should start, if you can. Or go watch another stream where somebody's drawing. Experiencing creativity is just as good as having it a lot of times. You can live vicariously through somebody else's creativity. That's good too. But whatever you do, have a good rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, night, whatever it is. Thank you for stopping by. Whether you're watching live or watching later, doesn't make any difference to me. And we'll see you on the next stream. Might be Wednesday, might be next week. Just depends. In any event, thanks for stopping by, and take care.